Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to King Joe King Toys. My name's King Joe, and I'm here again today, another video to bring you one more of my little collections. So it's not so much that I'm bringing you an entire collection, it's just more to talk about one single figure that I have available. So it's from the Skylander series. Now the Skylander series was one that came out, I think, in 2010 originally, from Activision. They brought it out on the Xbox 360, PS3 as well, Nintendo Wii, and the Nintendo DS, I believe. And they're hugely popular. Even today, Skylanders has a massive following. And they brought out an original trilogy of the games with starter sets, packs, etc. With being able to bring, the first time really on new gen consoles at the time, they were able to bring toys to life. So you would have these figurines that you could put on a platform called a portal, and whatever you put on the portal would come to life in game. So these were hugely popular amongst kids and adults alike, and it really started a huge community of Skylanders collections, which is still going really strong today. And there's massive trades happening all the time because of that. So I just wanted to bring to you just a little bit of insight from myself, because I used to collect Skylanders. I don't so much anymore, but now and again I still try to pick up one or two here or there whenever I can. But I know some of you are probably massive Skylanders collectors. You've probably got loads and loads of them. Probably all the ones that I want that I simply can't afford to buy. But so here is what I wanted to bring. So there's a character in the game called Riptide, and it's this little guy right here. Now, Riptide is part of a series of figures that were brought out as part of the Chase Variants series. So a Chase variant is commonly referred to as a standard character with an original standardized version redone in a special colorization. And sometimes they even have different properties in the game, different title in the game as well. So as part of the Chase variant sets that they brought out, that Activision brought out, there were just tons of variants of many different characters. And this is just one of them. This is the crystal green version of Riptide. And you get so many variations. You can get crystal, you can get purple, metallic, glow in the dark, green, red, blue. There's so many. You can get ones that are flocked, unflocked. I think there's a couple that are gold as well. So there's a whole host of amazing different characters and different styles that really do range greatly in price, which makes collecting them not only incredibly difficult but incredibly expensive as well. And if you were lucky enough to be one of those people that bought them at the time when they originally came out, essentially you could be sitting on a gold mine. So I have an original release of Riptide. He's probably one of only 3 Chase variants that I've got, and I'm deciding to put him out there to you, to the global community, if he's something that needs to be put in your collection. If you're missing a Riptide as part of your collection, or if you want to start a collection and you want to start with the crystal green variations, this is a perfect place to start. So Riptide is a water-based Skylander. So he's primary abilities are all based around water and fish, which are quite powerful actually in the game, and can be leveled up to quite an extensive degree if you choose to go down that leveling up path. He's part of the Swap Force video game, which is the third one in the original trilogy. They did bring out a couple of other games after that, Superchargers and Trap Team. Those two not as popular as the first one, which was Spyro's Adventure. Then you had the second one, which is Skylanders Giants, and the third one, which was Swap Force. And many characters in the Swap Force, you could actually interchange body parts to bring multi-layered abilities to your Skylanders. So you could mix and match the top halves and the bottom halves, swap them over of loads of different characters. So you could have some really great and unique abilities that were just so much fun in the game to play as. Um, the chase variants are not swappable in that respect. You can't change body parts. They're set figures, um, but they're very collectible. They're very nice to look at. Fortunately, I don't have enough of them to say that I have a huge collection of them, but there are definitely people out there who do, which I'm quite envious of. I'm quite jealous of. There's a guy who does loads of Skylander streaming, even today. I think it's called Ignite the Fire. You might have heard of him, possibly. Really popular Skylanders YouTuber. He's got just an insane collection of chase variants. So if you want any information on those specifically, or if there's one you're after, maybe just drop him a message on YouTube, or well, I think he's only on YouTube. I don't know if he's on other social media as well. But very cool, very cool guy. Huge collector of Skylanders. Knows everything about them pretty much. Now I was going to make a part 2 follow-up video for another figure, but I just don't see the point. So I'm just going to show you quickly again another one that I brought. It's a bit of an anomaly. You may have already seen it if you've been on eBay. Again, it's another chase variant of Cinder. So this is one of the glow-in-the-dark ones. Now, you might be thinking that looks a bit strange. And you'd be absolutely right, it is highly strange because Cinder only appears, the glow in the dark version only appears in the triple pack starter sets for Skylanders Giants. You don't see them in singular packs like that. The normal singular pack just contains a singular original standardized version of Cinder. So the fact that there's one here in a box is very unique and is quite possibly the result of a factory error. I mean, they came out of China, so it's quite possible. I don't know what the standards are in Chinese toy factories, so it's possible that it got mixed up somewhere along the line. It can happen. But regardless, I've got one. I don't think there are many, if any others. If you've seen one, then let me know. But as far as I know, this is the only one that quite likely exists in this form. So I'm also deciding to let him go as well, because I think that there's probably a collector out there who would really enjoy having what is essentially a misprint character in a different box as part of their collection. I've had him in mind for a while, so I figured these two together can probably be better off finding a new home now. So this guy came out in, so this was a 2012 one, so the Skylanders Giants came out around 2012. The Swap Force came out in 2013, and the original Skylanders was, I think, 2010. So within a 3-year period, you had a series of games that came out within 3 years. So just shows you the acceleration and the demand for Skylanders games and figures at the beginning of the 2010s. So yeah, really popular. Still massive collecting community. This dude, he glows in the dark. I can't remember what family he belongs to. He's obviously a dragon-based character, but I think is he? Yeah, he's the it's the dark. What's the skull versions? So he's part of the what they call, I think, it's the undead version, or the undead family of Skylanders. So his abilities are based around um, undead sort of abilities, ghost abilities, that kind of stuff. So he's a really cool character to have in the game. Really useful. He's got a flying ability, can move quickly. He's got a boost ability for dodging and stuff like that. So very cool, very interesting. Hopefully you guys will find them equally interesting. If not, then I just thank you for taking the time out of your day to check me out, check out what I'm offering here for the community, and obviously trying to do my part in building the vintage, retro, and video game markets and industry. So it's important that there's still a desire for physical based products that can go to fans like me, fans like you, and build our collections and build that global network of trading. So we all have that option to continue building whenever we can. So I really thank you guys for checking it out, checking me out. If it's possible to hit the like and subscribe, it would really help me out. It would help build the community, help get some more eyes on what we're trying to do here. And I just want to thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So this is Kinjo from Kinjo King Toys. Any information, please check out the description for additional information, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.